After yesterday's eviction show, Operation Bring Lawrence Maleka back skyrocketed to a very high level. Like, people were just trending, bring Lawrence back, bring Lawrence back. Hey my babies, and how are you all doing? Welcome back my lovers. Guys, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure your notification bell is steadily on while at it. So guys, they've been trending Lawrence on the social space. I'm sure Lawrence would be like, Kilo Day, like what is happening? They've been saying they want him back as Smash has got a fave. Do not worry, talking about Smash fave, people have reviewed whom Smash fave is for the season. Watch this video to the very end so that you would know whom that person is. And then you would also tell me if you've also observed this particular housemate whom some person said is Smash favorite. So amongst the many reasons as they feel like Smash is not giving the tension that comes with a host, even while evicting the housemate, he does not give that fear where, you need to put others in so much suspense that the way Lawrence does. According to people, they also have a reason as he has a favorite and it is glaring, okay? Which you guys would also know, okay? So let's move on first off. After the eviction last night, some of your fave in the beats release tension and stress that comes with the eviction, okay? They entered jacuzzi to relieve themselves of such stress. And one person who entered that jacuzzi was Nsuku, the likes of Mshini, entered too. But the reason why I brought that on Suku right here is for a very good reason. Why is that? Because it is trending favoritism on the social space from the production end and to the host end. Coming from the production's end, they feel like production has got their fave in Suku. Why is that? They feel like, how would you put a housemate caption as "Oh Nsuku, my babe"? They said it is a very wrong thing to do. People feel like you're trying to let people know that you have got a favorite. So guys, do you see anything wrong with this caption, or do you also feel like that caption is not right? Ami Daddy here says, Laura, which one is my Nsuku? The level of favoritism in this show is very alarming. What happened to professionalism? Guys, what do you think? Do you think that caption is not professional enough? Let me know about your own thoughts in the comment section. So amongst all of the trend that happened with the last night eviction show about favoritism, ranging from the host and the production, right? For the production, they've actually called out on them for Nsuku, and also they were calling out on them because of Swiss. I slightly spoke about that yesterday whilst I was talking about the eviction show. So, Lover of Beautiful Things says, again, production saved their pets. I tell you again, Ashley's eviction was planned. No this and no peace. Hashtag bbnzansi fully sure. Replying to Ohema who says, Biggie, my God will judge you. Why did you say vampire tits? This one coming from Ohema, I think I shared it with you guys when I was talking about the eviction show. But someone came here to say everything about this season is being planned out. There's something I have always said. I said, when the production sets out their thingy, and when things do not play in favorable to your fave, it's always look planned out. That's one thing I have noticed as a neutral on the streets. V says, now it is obvious Big Brother has a soft spot for Swiss. How can he evict 2 people out of 11? Even me, I complained about that. Just like me complaining, saying, oh, people that are standing up, there are plenty. So how come 2 persons are going? God keeps showering Swiss with more blessings for what he did that other day. It is blessing on blessing. These are the people who are happy that Ashley went home through Swiss. So while people are coming for the production over Swiss, some persons are happy that thank God Swiss did not also go yesterday. Coming from Golden Girl says, even if 3 we're supposed to go, I am glad Swiss didn't go. Big Brother did not want to leave us with Abobo and Melino. Thank you, Biggie, for keeping the Umulilo in the house. And then this other one says, despite the hate and noise, just know that some of us actually love Swiss. He is a gamer, true and true. He understood the team from day one and he deserved a better season. So these are people hyping Swiss in all of this. But there is a complaint on the social space about Swiss. that is making people feel like he has got something from the production. They said he is feeling like he has the power to remove a housemate, and which is Sweet Guluva. Let me get this from Ayanda Yaya. It says, it feels like Swiss is so sure that he would take out Sweet Guluva. Sounds like he knows something we don't know. Ever since he got those envelopes, he has been saying this. And then Z says, I am also noticing the same thing. He is really gunning for him. So people said that ever since he has got that envelope, you guys remembered his conversation with Melino saying that he has removed the head, I mean the heart is remaining the head. Do you get? And they said even yesterday he said something about that yet again, that he still have that gut feeling like he has the power to take Sweet Guluva home, and people feel like it is actually driving from the production narrative. Do you all, okay, do all you want to do. Someone tagged bbnzansi, but don't let Guluva out of the house without we the fans voting for him. I am going to drag it the whole month. Swiss is just part of your production. That is the call out going on right now. If you ask me, I will tell you all to calm down. Calm down. Watch how the show plays out first off. And then this person says, I think this show is scripted. I realized this when Smash asked Nsuku if she would care if Mata leaves. Then boom, Mata was the first housemate to be evicted. My thing is, why ask that question right before evicting Mata? Wasn't the envelope sealed as always? The thing is, the envelope is sealed, right? But at the same time, they could know who is going home. Yes, they could know who is going home because the production received the results from Deloitte. Do not forget that. Okay, and then 3K says, I am sure the reason why Big Brother evicted two housemates instead of more, I think the coming envelopes are too serious. Whoever gets will evict herself or himself. Now that is where I said that is where your faves come to play. If your faves who do not pick the envelope last week get to pick this week and then it is evict yourself, I will feel bad, honestly. I'll feel bad because if anything has to do with that, it should have started last week, you know. So whichever ways they've started this envelope and boiler, whatever, it should continue that way. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section, okay? But let's just see how this Monday would play out because Mondays are scary days in Biggie's house. You don't even know the fate of your fave. But whichever way, let's see how today turns out. Now, talking about the host and his favorites. This person right here says, what is worse this year is that the host is blatantly displaying his fave. Like at least Lawrence was professional while the production cooked. Smash has ached my soul. And then Wheezy asks, who is his fave? Sorry, his fave. Is it SG, that is Sweet Guluva? And then the person replied and says, yes, it is no secret. And then someone says, hey, but no, when production hit my Guluva, this person says, you see now, they are contradicting themselves. Some says, host fave is Guluva. Now, why do Guluva fans feel like production do not like their fave? Now, the thing is here, right? Why do you think Smash Africa is actually standing Sweet Guluva? Do you feel like Sweet Guluva is Smash Africa fave too? Do you also feel like that? Let me know in the comment section. Do you know why I do not take such set of people serious? I don't take some of you all serious is because stanship has beclouded your sense of reasoning. And then you always think a particular thing. Do you know why I cannot relate to this? Is because I have also been in this shoe countless times. Even currently, you will come to the comments. Somebody will tell me today I'm this person's fan. Tomorrow I'm the another person's fan. They will keep giving me different fan base in the comment section. Do you know why? Because they cannot relate what being a neutral is. Do you get? So now they are saying Smash Africa is making it obvious that he is actually standing Sweet Guluva. Have you also noticed that? If yes, let me know why. Is it because of he calls a man with few words? Or has he said it on the social space that, oh, I am standing Sweet Guluva? Because that is actually not amongst his work ethic. Like, he's not supposed to do that. So I want to know, if you say yes, you give me your reason. Let me just know why you said so. Because it is now coming off that the host has got a fave, and which is Sweet. And they are really calling him out for that. Honestly, I feel so bad when I see this credits coming from people to Smash. I feel so bad because I feel like he is trying his best. Someone says here, Smash is so predictable. Even the question he asked Mata and Nsuku, it was clear that Mata was leaving. You know, so they feel like the way he handled last night's eviction was not cool. Because of he asked the question and said, Nsuku, how would you feel if Mata leaves? Would you also feel bad? And before you know it, it was Mata who left. So people feel like that was not professional enough. You already let us know who is going before you even mentioned her name. Alright, so my stand 30 says, imagine giving 2M to someone's content is only okay. Imagine giving 2M to someone whose content is only talking to a picture on the wall, while we have people like Mshini, Uyanda, Swiss, and Nate. South Africa, come on. Now the thing is, just like you have Mshini, Uyanda, Swiss, and Nate, and your reason for standing or talking about those people, like you feel like the reason they need to become their potential winner, you have your reason, right? That is the same reason the people who are standing Sweet Guluva feel like the way he's staring at that picture, they like it. Because of that, he deserves to win. It's very simple. See, I would always say this, and I said, you guys are giving Sweet Guluva the power already. You guys are making him the winner. Even other fan base, you guys are making him the winner already. Why? When the show is still on, when you also still have the opportunity to clamor for vote for your fave. Why are you guys giving up so soon? That is the question I keep asking. Because as it stands right now, you guys have actually given the win to Sweet Guluva. Now, why did you guys do that? Because of the Ashley fans are rooting for him, and because of the shippers are rooting for him, and because of his fans too. Is that why you guys are giving up? That is the giving up that will make you not to vote for your fave. Tomorrow you call on the production. Vote for your fave first and see what would happen. You never can tell. Anyways, guys, I'm dropping my voice right here to leave the rest for you guys in the comments. You all tell me what you think about the conversation we just had right now. The comment is all yours. And please do not forget to like and share this video while you comment. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Mwah.